A very good morning, students. Today we will be studying a chapter from our English grammar textbook. This is chapter number 2, adverbs and its types. Okay, so we will be discussing about this and then we will be solving the exercises in your grammar textbook. Okay, all the exercises you will be doing in the textbook only, not in the notebook. So let's discuss the chapter. Chapter 2, Adverbs, Degree, Frequency, Negation and Interrogative. So children, today we are going to study these 4 types of adverbs: degree, frequency, negation and interrogative. So children, what do you understand by degree? By degree we mean to what extent, to what degree, right? Frequency we mean how often something happens. And negation means negative, that is the negative form of verb. And interrogative means question. You remember last time when we were doing the interrogative form? So interrogative means question. So let's study them in detail. Adverb of degree first. It is also called adverbs of extent. Okay. We'll study the examples. These shoes are too big for you. So students, you can see the noun over here, shoes, which is the adjective big. Big is describing the shoes. Now, too over here is actually qualifying the word big, the adjective big. It is telling us how big the shoes are. So the word is too big. So too is the degree, adverb of degree. Then the next one. This is very difficult question. So over here, question is the noun. Okay, difficult is the adjective. It is what type of question? Difficult question. How difficult question? Very difficult question. So what extent, who is telling us the extent? The word very is telling us the degree, the extent. So very is the adverb of degree. The room was quite dark and we could not see anything. Okay, so over here we come to know that they're talking about the room being dark. So dark is the adjective. How dark? Quite dark. So let's see the explanation over here. The adverb to tells us how big the shoes are. The adverb to therefore qualifies the adjective big, just as ma'am had explained right now. In B, the adverb very tells us how difficult the question is. So you understand, students, the words which is telling us the degree, to what extent something is, that is called adverb of degree or extent. In C, the adverb quiet tells us how dark the room was. It therefore qualifies the adjective dark. So students, in all these 3 cases, an adverb qualifies an adjective and answers the question to what extent. Such an adverb is known as adverb of degree. So students, they are telling us 2 points over here. Which are the 2 points? The 2 points are we are getting the answer to the question to what extent. To what extent, and we get the answer, then it is adverb of degree, right? And it is not always an adjective that adverb of degree is qualifying. See the second point over here. An adverb can also qualify another adverb. How? Let's see the example over here. So students, in these examples, if you see, Kiran did very well in the examination. So we are talking about Kiran doing well in the examination. The verb over here is did. How? What did she do? She did well. So well is the adverb over here. Already we know that Kiran did well. Now very over here, students, is actually the adverb of degree. How well she did? She did very well. So very is the telling us extent. So very is the adverb of degree. And it is qualifying the verb, the adverb well. Next, Anand won his match pretty easily. So, so one is the verb over here, right students? And he won easily. Easily is the adverb, right? And pretty is telling us, the word pretty is telling us to what extent it was easily won. So it was pretty easily won. So pretty is the adverb of degree. Now this is the explanation of the examples we just studied. In the first example, the adverb very tells us how well Kiran did in the examination. The adverb very therefore qualifies the adverb well. Children, in the previous examples, the adverb of degree was qualifying the adjectives, and over here the adverb of degree is qualifying the verb, the adverb. Now in other example, the adverb pretty tells us how easily Anand won his match. So the adverb pretty therefore qualifies the adverb easily. So students, it is not necessary that the adverb of degree will be qualifying only adjectives. Over here it is qualifying another adverb. When an adverb is used in this way to qualify another adverb, it is also known as adverb of degree. Adverbs of degree can also be used to qualify verbs. Now children, you all very well know that we have studied about adverb of degree qualifying adjectives, qualifying adverbs. Now they are also qualifying verbs. Let's see the examples. He really liked the song. Okay, now what is the noun over here? Song, right children? And which is the verb? Liked. So liked is the verb, really is the adverb. He really liked the song. So really is the telling us the degree. To what extent did he like the song? How much did he like the song? Next example. Sita almost fainted at the news. To what extent did Sita faint? Almost. Almost is actually telling us to what extent she fainted at the news. We agreed with him completely. To what extent did we agree with him? Completely we agreed with him. So this is actually the place where adverb of degree is qualifying the verbs. Let's see the H example again. Over here we agreed. So agreed is the verb children. You are agreeing. Agreeing is an action, right? How you are agreeing, to what extent you are agreeing children? Completely. So here completely becomes the adverb of degree. Whenever you want to find the adverb of degree, you will ask the question to what extent, and the answer you get is the adverb of degree. Children, you remember in the last chapter we did the emphasizing adjectives. Can we repeat the explanation? Emphasizing adjective, emphasize some point, stress some point, right? So we should not confuse it with the adverb of degree, because emphasizing adjectives qualifies a noun, whereas an adverb of degree qualifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb, like we studied in these examples. So students, in this chapter we are studying 4 types of adverbs. One we've already done, adverb of degree or adverb of extent. The next one is adverb of frequency. Very easy. You all know the meaning of frequency, right? Frequency means how often. Look at these adverbs. Vinod always comes late to school. How often? Always comes late. So always is the adverb of frequency. Hafiz often comes late to school. How often? Often comes late to school. So often is the adverb of frequency. Sashidharan sometime comes late to school. So which is the adverb of frequency over here? Sometimes. Vineet never comes late to school. So which is the adverb of frequency? Never. All these adverbs, always, often, sometimes, never, tells us how often or frequently something is done or happens. So when you'll ask the question, students, to yourself, how often, how frequently something is done, the word which is answered, getting answered, is the adverb of frequency. In all these examples, students, see the first example, always. Second example, often. Next example, sometimes. After that, example, never. All these words are adverbs of frequency. Adverbs which tell us how often or frequent something happens is known as adverb of frequency. So we should not confuse it with adverb of time. You know why? Because when we are asking about time, students, the question when is getting asked. The question when is getting answered. An adverb of time answers the question when. And what question does adverb of frequency answer? Adverb of frequency, which we are studying right now, answers the question how often. How often Vinod comes late to school? How often Hafiz comes late to school? But when is getting answered, the question when, then it will be adverb of time. Okay, students? Another very simple type of adverb is adverb of negation. Very easy. Just see the example, students. Vimal could not sit for the examination as he was ill. So if you see over here, student, which is the verb? The verb is could not sit, right? But over here, if you see, this is a negative form of the verb. If I have to use it in the positive form, I will say could sit, right? Could sit would be the Vimal could sit for the examination. So could sit would have been the verb. But over here, I have put a negative verb over there. Could not sit. So this becomes the adverb of negation, not becomes the adverb of negation, because it is making the verb in the negative form. John is not feeling well and wants to go home. So the word not is making the verb in the negative form. So it is the adverb of negation. The word not has been used to form the negative form of the verb could sit and is feeling. Such a word like not that is used to form negative of a verb is known as adverb of negation. So whenever a word is used to form the negative form of the verb, it is the adverb of negation. Okay, students? The next one, interrogative. You all already know the meaning of interrogative, question, right? So interrogative adverbs are which help us ask questions. See the explanation? Adverbs which are used to ask questions are called interrogative adverbs. Very simple examples. So the first example, why have you not done your work? So over here, students, the word why is helping us know the reason. So it is the adverb, interrogative adverb of reason, or it is also called adverb of cause. So it is an interrogative adverb and it is also called the adverb of cause or reason. Next example. When did Jane come home last night? So over here, students, the word when is actually telling us the time, acting like an adverb of time. So when is the adverb or the interrogative adverb of time. Next one, where did the battle take place? So over here, where is telling us the place. So it is the adverb of place and it is telling us, it is the interrogative adverb which is helping us ask a question. How did the thief manage to escape? So the word how is an interrogative adverb. What type of adverb? It is telling us the manner in which the thief escaped. So it is the adverb of manner. Students, the word how is also a question word, right? It is also an interrogative adverb. Okay, let's see how. How can be used with other adverbs. Now, sometimes how is used with the adverbs. How well did Govinda sing? Okay, so sing is the verb over here. Okay, So Govinda is singing well, right? So well is the adverb because Govinda is singing well. So well is the adverb. So how is actually helping us ask the question, right? So how is the adverb over here, and it is being used with other adverb, that is well. How hard has Gopalan studied? So again students, studied is the verb over here, hard is the adverb, and how is the adverb, interrogative adverb, helping us ask the question to know how has Gopalan studied. Next one, how soon can you finish the work, right? So work is the verb over here. Okay, so here they are asking the word how is helping us understand how soon, with what speed can you finish. So how is the interrogative adverb. Sometimes students, how can be used with adjectives. How tall is that building, right? So tall, if you see, is a describing word. It is an adjective, right? So how is the interrogative adverb asking, helping us frame a question to know how tall is the building. Next one, how big is the city? How again is helping us ask a question, and big is the adjective over here. It is used along with the adjective. How ill is the patient? So ill is the adjective over here, and how is helping us ask a question to know the state of the patient. How can also be used with much and many. How much sugar have you put into the tea? How many books have you read this month? Right? So students, in this chapter we have studied about adverb in its four types. First, adverb of degree, that is extent. How to what extent something is done. Okay, then it can qualify, it can empower an adverb, an adjective, or another verb. Okay, because if it was doing it to a noun, then it would have become emphasizing noun, right? Emphasizing adjective. Then the next one we did was adverb of frequency, to how often something is done. Then adverb of negation, when the negative form of a verb is formed, right? And the last one, interrogative adverbs, that are used to form questions. You do the exercises now, students. The exercises are exercise A, B and C. Very simple. I've shared the answers with you. Do it in the textbook only. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.